Hey everyone, and welcome to SJ's TechnoHub. Today I'm going to be discussing about HTML and CSS. Let's hop on to it. And the text editor I'm very fond of using is VS Code. So it's very easy to download. You can just type VS Code in the browser and the first link will pop up. And then you can download version of your OS. And now let's dive into some HTML background. What is the first thing that comes up in your mind when you hear about HTML? So HTML is short for Hypertext Markup Language. So what is that? It is the standard language used to create web pages. It defines a structure through different elements, and these elements guide the browser on how to display the content. HTML elements act as labels which identify parts of the content like a heading, a paragraph, or a link. And don't worry about it because we are going to discuss them in the future videos. So first of all, when we write HTML, it's obviously written in a file, and the file should have an extension of .html. Basically, we write the file name and then .html, and that's how the browser, the computer, or any platform knows that it is an HTML file. An HTML code looks something like in this example. We have different types of elements. This is a set of elements that HTML uses basically to define a basic document. So the doc type HTML is the declaration that defines this document is an HTML5 document. And afterwards, as in the example, we have the HTML element. So this element is the root element of an HTML page. So in this, we actually write our main HTML code. And then we have the head tag. So the tag and element are different words for the same thing. So don't worry if you hear me saying tag or element simultaneously. So the head tag contains meta information about the HTML page. There are different kinds of things that we can add inside this head tag. We are going to be going through this head tag in the future videos. And next, let's talk about the title tag. So the title tag specifies the title for the HTML page. So as discussed, this is inside the head tag, and the information inside this tag is basically shown on the browser's title bar. And then we have the body tag. This tag is the main and very important tag in HTML because this tag contains all the content that is going to be viewed on the web page, such as paragraphs, images, headings, hyperlinks, tables, and many more. So the H1 tag defines a large heading, and the heading tags are 6 in total. H1 is the largest and H6 is the smallest heading tag. And then next we have the paragraph tag, which defines a paragraph, and this contains descriptive information inside this tag. This is the basic information you need to get started with HTML. Now let's hop on to CSS. And talking about the CSS background, a CSS or cascading style sheet is used to style HTML documents. It defines how HTML elements are presented on a web page, and CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. External style sheets are stored in CSS files. So just like HTML files, we have CSS files in which we can write styles of multiple tags, multiple elements, and yes, CSS can be applied to each and every element in HTML. So this is our example. As I said before, that when we make a CSS file, we have preceding with .css as its extension, and these are 3 examples of styles we can apply to HTML elements. And here we have the body, the H1, and the paragraph tag styling. So for the body, we have the background color to light blue, and this is the basic syntax we have to apply when we are writing CSS. So this is very simple. It's an attribute, the background color, and it has a value of light blue. You can add here any kind of color, black, orange, or whatever your website demands. And same for H1, we have a text aligned attribute and a color. And for the P tag, for the paragraph tag, we have a font family, the type of font we're going to use, the style, and the font size of 20 pixels. So this is basically it for today, and we are going to be walking through a lot of HTML CSS examples in the future videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notifications bell icon so you can never miss a video.